What up, everybody? It's Mr. Elrod here. Just kidding, it's Pushkar. Today we're going to be talking about airplanes in World War II. And yes, I did use Top Gun music because it's like airplanes, if you get the joke. So, first, we're going to be talking about the uses of airplanes in World War II. So, airplanes were used for three reasons: bombing, fighting, and recon. Bombers are basically, it's pretty obvious. They drop big bombs. They use heavy aircrafts to drop big bombs and destroy bases or cities. Fighters were used for air-to-air combat as well as destroying cargo or bases, basically whatever they were ordered to do. And recon was like secret stuff. So they were used for like aerial observation or like to gather intel, secret intel actually. Like they'd use these special planes that were like that blended in with the darkness at nighttime just to make sure that nobody would notice them. So on the left it's a picture of a fighter plane, and then on the right is a picture of a recon plane. So who developed airplanes? So we know the Wright brothers created the first functioning airplane in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, but we want to know who actually created the first war airplane. So the first model was developed by a French pilot named Roland Garros. So he basically built a plane and he attached a machine gun to it, steel armor plates, and spinning propeller blades. My bad. So this was, so actually he crashed it during a test in Germany, but the Dutch picked it up, and so the Dutch recreated it. A Dutch manufacturer created it for the Germans named Anthony Fokker. So he made it made a much better model that was efficient, and so then the Germans then mass produced that model. So over on this picture, if anybody can recognize it, it's the Red Baron. That if anybody knows what that was, it's like on pizza boxes as well. Some major battles that were fought with airplanes were the Battle of Britain, Pearl Harbor, Battle of Midway, Battle of Guadalcanal, and Operation Enola Gay. So the Battle of Britain was like a 3 month long battle, even longer, between Britain and Germany. Britain was called the Royal Air Force, and then the Luftwaffe was the Germans. So the Germans dropped thousands of bombs over Britain. It basically devastated Britain. But Britain later countered back with the invasion of Normandy, where 14,000 airplane attacks occurred that day. Also, Pearl Harbor happened, which we all know. December 7, 1941, Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. Whoops, my bad, typo there. They killed many Americans in their naval base. So then this is actually what sparked the U.S. to join the war, actually. So then other important battles are, we already saw those, and then Operation Enola Gay was actually the dropping of the atomic bombs, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Over on the right, you can see the planes that were used for the Battle of Britain, and then the bottom right is a picture of the Pearl Harbor bombing destruction. So next is just best airplanes that were used, that were efficient and best in use for defeating their enemies. So there's the American P-51 Mustang. It's an American airplane. It was a dogfighter that flew higher and further than any other one. That's the plane, the third picture. That's the third plane. The Focke-Wulf FW-190 is the German plane that destroyed tons of bombers and inflicted damage onto them. That's the second picture. And then the Supermarine Spitfire is a British plane that was strong in low-level duels. Couldn't really climb up high, but it was efficient down there. Is the fourth picture. And the Mitsubishi A6M0 is a Japanese aircraft that dominated the first 2 years of the Pacific War. And that's the first picture. It's also like interesting that how like Mitsubishi still carries out until today as a car manufacturer and other stuff. Thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing. Just kidding. Thanks for watching. See you later.